hello. Hold on. So that quit. That's not what I asked for. Alright, now I can see the chat. Hope y'all are doing well tonight. No one ever comes to watch me, it's fine. I guess it would help if I actually shared the stream every now and again, rather than being stupid or whatever. Discord. And who else should I send this to? Social media. That's not what I want. Streaming. Boop. I guess I could also send it to my friend, although I don't know that they really want to join, but why the hell not? Everybody's invited. Come join the party. Come watch me struggle to draw. Come watch the torture. Jillian doesn't secretly know how to draw. She just sort of floats through it. I was like, Sorry, I'm on a sugar high right now. So I probably don't make much sense. I may or may not have had multiple Reese cups. I hadn't had them in a little while, and well, apparently they were too good not to see. So let me get back onto the stream. Thank you. Not knowing how to draw it well. Yes, I do. I just say that because I feel like I struggle with some of the stupid things, like how to draw a hand, and today I know how to draw a freaking eye, but tomorrow's another story. I guess everybody struggles with that though, so the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, and blah blah, art jealousy. I think that's at some point I want to make a video about that, what art jealousy really is. And I think it's what I personally feel like it is, and I haven't felt art jealousy in a little while, because everybody has their strong suits and stuff, and all that jazz. But I feel like art jealousy now is more like we'll look at somebody's art and feel like, oh, it came so easily for them, and even if it didn't. And oh, I really like their coloring technique, their line art, whatever, and we're just too whatever into our own little heads to try and experiment with it. Excuse me. And if we experiment with something that we like, we might get out of our shell. So it's just our own insecurities manifesting or whatever. I don't like how I'm drawing her legs. I sort of want her just sort of going, woo! And I don't know if I want her to cuss, like, yeah, baby, he's hot. Like, yeah, look at that butt. Look at that butt. That's what she's looking at. Like, look at his ass. Excuse my language. I feel like a nice little drool going on. Yes. Oh, someone drew my OC, and I don't know how to feel about it. I hope that it's okay, and that's mostly, like, I don't mind people drawing my OC, but like, I don't know if I should take the drawing seriously, or if they were trying to just be mean, or if they were trying to be friendly. I don't know how to take it, if that makes any sense. And I don't really want to go into it because I don't want to stir up tea, drama, or whatever again. And if it was a branch of friendship or a peace offering, I accept it wholeheartedly. But if it's something of malicious intent, I hope that's not what it is. And maybe I'm just overthinking it. But if it's malintent, I'm definitely keeping my guard up just in case that is what it is. I don't think it is. But I don't know at the current second. And I don't like how I drew her freaking feet. Oh, gosh darn it. Hmm. They didn't ask for my permission necessarily. But it wasn't necessarily an unflattering drawing of the OC. It's just an unexpected picture, and I've had issues, not really issues, but had disagreements with this person before, and I'm hoping it's a branch of forgiveness and or I'm sorry's and or let's move on type of deal. rather than I wish to stir the pot, if that makes any sense, without going into more detail. Because again, I don't want to necessarily start anything with this person. But if they mean nothing but good things and they want to reopen the door of friendship, then I welcome it, and that doesn't mean I still won't be a little bit cautious, but I feel like her legs just is not working for me. An olive branch is an old saying. It's a peace offering. If I offer someone an olive branch, it is to talk, peace talk. Because in, I think ancient Greek times, the olive tree was considered virtually priceless. And, you could get the oil and stuff from the leaves. And stuff, and you can technically you can take most trees, if not all trees. If you cut a live branch and then plant it in the ground and keep watering it, eventually another tree will grow, assuming you do it right. That's sort of how they did the cherry blossom trees in Washington. Yeah, I'm assuming they're offering an olive branch of kindness, of whatever. But that doesn't mean I can't be a little bit, cautious. I think that's a good way of looking at it. I don't know how best to do this. I think what I'm gonna do, what I'm doing, for those who are just watching this or who will watch this, it's a wish maker episode type deal, and basically Cat Noir got gypped on what they were doing for him. So in Wishmaker, the episode, spoilers, by the way, in case anyone wants to, actually watch it. But Adrian gets hit. He basically just turns into Adrian because he has, no, dreams or expectations of his own. And so I'm fixing that. And because, I have no life. And I'm trying to think, would it be better for her to go hot damn or damn hot or something like that, and Cat will be like, haha, now you're effed or whatever. And Luca, I guess I need to get a picture of Luca up at some point. I don't know if I want him in the corner going second chance, or if that'll be another thing and he's twisting his thing going second chance. Maybe I'll have him in the background. I should look up how Luca looks, I guess. I'll do it later. I think his mask is like this. But again, this is just oh no. I don't think I've drawn Luca. No. I drew him one time, but I've never drawn him in the Vampirian outfit. So this is me drawing Luca from memory. Luca from memory. Is it his left hand or right hand? I don't remember. This is what I get for being unprepared for a live stream. Like, what do I all need? Nah, it's fine. Let's just do it. Do it. Just do it. That should be my slogan, except for the fact that Nike already has it. I'm trying to... By the way, does anyone have any drawing questions or whatever? Not that I'm like all-knowing expert or whatever. It's still the slogan. I swear to... They use it everywhere, and I'm just like, I used to work at a retail place, and they had it everywhere, and I've only been, like, not working at that retail place. Like, it was a clothing store, mainly. But they still use it. That swoosh of the Nike logo is supposed to be a wing, the goddess of victory, Nike. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. I knew it was like a college student or whatever that had done the logo, and like many years later, like fairly recently, like in the past, I want to say 4 years. It may have been sooner than that. But, anyway, not that long ago, the people who owned Nike radioactively paid that woman who came up with the little whoosh. Actually, it's more like whoosh, like that. More, I forget how much they paid her, but it was like a significant amount. But they had paid her at the time, just not a huge amount. And like they repaid her later, like extra. Like fairly, I don't know if she like sued them over it or if they did it out of the hearts or out of bad publicity like they did. I don't know the full story, honestly. So, Luca, my man, why is your face so... It'd help if I should just draw Adrian, basically. Yeah, and like I said, she was paid at the time, you know, like Nike itself was started in a garage, I think. Yeah. Like the first shoes, the soles, they made them by putting rubber into a waffle iron. And how they became famous was a runner refused to wear anything else. And basically, they outlasted some of the other brands of shoes. I personally, no offense to Nike, don't particularly like Nike. Not for really, like, okay, their they're okay, but my feet are wide. Okay. And as such, my feet don't necessarily fit the Nikes good. Like, if you have a narrow foot, you buy the wider ones. They're okay. But they just don't fit my feet particularly good. But I could see if your feet were narrow that they would may fit better. That's true. Quite a few businesses were born in a garage. Amazon is one of the famous ones. Apple or Macintosh, technically, I guess. I'm sure there are other ones, but those are like the top ones that I can think of offhand. I feel like he would, why would, maybe he felt like, I don't know. See, I thought about doing another panel where he's just like saying something like, I, Adrian Agrest, or whatever, maybe. I don't know. The snake talisman is so weird. I don't know how it differs from the freaking bunny. I guess because the bunny, you can only, like, from the moment you activate second chance, you've got like 5 minutes to activate that second chance as many times as you want. So, like, for Adrian, he did it for like months or whatever. And there's the thunder. This is why I'm not in the pool right now. Hopefully it'll be nice tomorrow, though. Oh, tomorrow we're celebrating my aunt's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to my aunt. It's technically like a little bit later, a couple days from now, but we're celebrating it tomorrow. My family's funny that we don't really celebrate typically on the actual day. Oh, I started working on a dog sweater. For a friend's dog. I've got a long way to go. Yep. It's not really my thing, the naked picture of your character, but she did a cute drawing of it. I like it. Or he, I don't know. So ours is he or she? Or are they? She. She did a pretty job of it, though. I don't know. I'm funny about nudes. I will draw them. Thank you. I will draw them occasionally, but I don't know. I do what I call... You're welcome. I do what I call as tasteful nudes, where like the nips and the privates are covered as best as possible. And can I do the other way? Yes, but I don't know. I feel like for me personally, I don't mind looking at nudes. I don't mind drawing them, but when I do, I want them done conservatively, I guess. I don't know. I guess because I'm not as confident about drawing the parts necessarily. So, sort of like how in high school you would draw your hands behind your back to not have to draw hands. That's basically what I do with private parts now. But do it with tasteful sheets. I'm such a prude. Oh, that's fine. You're allowed to want that. It's mostly a me problem. I'm really gonna have to actually like look up Luca's outfit. Omotic. Well, like, okay, Venus de Milo or whatever, with the sheets mostly covering her, I guess. I don't know. I feel like this pose is not great for Luca. I'm not sure that this is the right hand that I've got him doing this with. And I feel like his butt's too big. Luca, you need to run around the courtyard some. You got big butt, hun. Big. I like big butts, I cannot lie. I like to draw them, apparently. Not really. I just have a bad habit of giving guys girls' butts. Like, most of the time, guys will have a flatter bun than girls. Something about the fat content wise anatomy. If I can talk. Strictly speaking. Okay. As long as the artist and the person owning the OC and stuff is okay with NSW, I have no issues with it. But that's just, again, each their own. Don't like how I drew his freaking legs. They look wrong. I was watching someone live stream, they were like professional quality, and oh my god, they sped through the sketch phase. I get it, like, sketches don't matter. And I'm getting to the point where I'm getting better about just more or less drawing what I want. Luca's hair is so very much similar to Adrian's. It's not even funny. I think it's a little bit longer. We're gonna have to actually look his outfit up later. I feel like chat would be smart alecky. You done? She should have the freaking plushie over here. Dino plush. She got so distracted by chat being hot, she drops the good luck charm. Boop. Boop. This is my attempt at drawing a freaking dinosaur. I haven't drawn a dinosaur in... Well, I drew one a few times, and I've drawn, like, freaking dragons, which are more or less basically the same thing. Okay. If I had to do an NSW, well, technically I've done one of the Magnificent Maiden, I guess, a while ago, like forever ago, because she's a magical girl, and magical girls typically have, like, magical transformations where more or less they're naked, but there's glitter involved, and that's why it's okay. But I feel like if it had to be straight, like, NSW showing everything, I'm not sure what character I would use. Like, of my OCs. Keep in mind, most of my OCs are, like, younger or maybe, like, no. See, I'm trying to decide what context they would find themselves in for it to be okay. Other than the magical girl sparkly thingy. And I'm not entirely... Maybe, like, I have a demon. Yeah, Bright Lights is also. Maybe, like, my half demon OC, Cinder. Maybe. Him and Knight, I could see. Maybe being Nikki. Running around. feel like this has become cursed. No. Okay, with Cinder, he's like half angel and half demon, basically. He's more like a third of a demon. I don't know, it's complicated. And he might be, in order to like purify his soul or whatever. Or in the context of the demon world. Like, basically, in the universe of which he was written for, there were demons, angels, and spod-winged angels. And spod-winged angels was for the, like, what hell used to be. Like, that was their home before it became hell. And, they, in order to try and keep their home, has developed ways to move around the demons, try to kill the demons, all that stuff. Including, like, roll themselves into, like, into some holy ash, which is made by some tree bark burned in holy flames or some such thing. And that's why their wings look black or whatever. But they're not, they're like spotted or whatever. Yeah, basically. I like that movie. I haven't seen it in forever. Alright, baby. I feel like the eyes are off now. If it's not one thing, it's another. Oh, okay. For those who don't know, I work at a furniture store. I'm not going to say which one. But anyway, I had a customer, older gentleman. He came in asking where stuff is made. You know, don't you have anything made in America? We have a few things, but, you know, like everywhere else, we really don't have a huge, like, section where everything's made from America. America. Don't eat plastic, ma'am. But we do have a handful of selection, but even that stuff is on back order. And he was wanting to take stuff home with him that day. At my store, like, if we happen to have it in stock, meaning off-site, like out of state, in stock, it takes about a week for it to get there. And I was like, availability just depends on the item, hun. And he was wanting to take it home today. That's not going to happen at my store unless it's a clearance item. And he was giving me a hard time about that. And he's like, why don't you keep stuff here? And I'm like, because our warehouse is itty bitty, honey. And even then, most things are not going to be in stock right now because there's a pandemic running around. Like in my state, there are, at least in my part of the state, there are like three, I think the last time the news was talking, 3 hospital beds open in this part of the state. You are I don't know. You done goofed. You done goofed. Yeah, so many people are living in denial. Like, I think 1,000 more deaths or something like that. I don't know if that's in the state or if that's... I didn't exactly hear the news. I usually get home after the news or like right as the news is airing. And no offense to the news, and I know it's important to listen to it and all that good jazz, but I really don't hear bad news right as I get off on a long freaking day. But anyway, the gentleman, he started giving me a hard time even more about, why isn't stuff around? And I told him exactly why. And I was like, well, even if stuff is made here in America, unfortunately, because we're a global freaking economy nowadays, we'll get our materials to make said items from Vietnam, South America, and other such locations. And even if we are getting the materials as well from America, guess what, honey bunny? I didn't say honey bunny, but I said guess what? Unfortunately, there was something called the pandemic, and many people, many factories, closed down. And it doesn't pick up overnight. And there was something called a blizzard that I know happened in Texas. And that I know delayed a lot of stuff. And that was here in the U.S. because Texas created foam and stuff for a good portion of like recliners and stuff. So getting something from America isn't gonna necessarily help you that much right now. Because of that. I hate to say it like that because that's not my real accent. I do have an accent, but I don't think it's that bad. Everyone who's not from America is like, oh, yeah, you do. You silly girl from the southern part of the United States. You have a very thick accent. Don't lie. There was actually a woman who I don't know for sure if she was the neighbor's girlfriend or live-in maid or what the exact situation was. But I don't want to use her real name. I'm going to call her Mabel. That was not her real name. Mabel was from somewhere in Canada originally. Sweet lady. But she kept saying to my mother, myself, and my aunt, I don't have a thick accent. She did. And, was it Northern Canada that she was from originally? I don't remember. Again, she was really sweet, but she would do the A thing and a couple of other things, but yeah, accents are interesting. But anyway, the lady from Canada, we told her she did, and she's like, well, it's not as bad as yours, which is probably true. But when you're visiting somewhere else or living somewhere else, like if I, like here in Tennessee, which is the state of which I live, it's a big old ass state, so, you know. The state of which I live, there's many accents, but, so where I'm from, my accent's not that thick. Like, you could go into the deep woods and hear a heck of a lot thicker. And if you went towards the middle, you might not hear as thick as mine is. And, like, if I went to England, they would probably look at me like I was thick, even though I don't think my speech is that bad. But then again, speaking in a British accent and actually having it sound natural, would make someone, at least if you're from here, sound automatically more sophisticated. Whether or not they actually are, or at least from most parts of England, like the East Cockney accent that's like considered sort of like the redneck accent there, or whatever, I don't know. Oh yeah, they're very regional. Huh. Ow, leg cramp. That's what I get for not night swimming, but it's like, hello, thunder, no thank you. You cannot roam the house right now, ma'am. No. No. Because I don't want to chase you down later. Poop. You want to snuggle? Come here. Yeah. Oh, so soft. Here. My cat, when it thunders, she likes to snuggle underneath the bed. There might be a little bug in the carpet or something. No, she just likes to be noisy when she's wanting attention. And it's thundering, and she doesn't like thunder. You'd think she had been through a bunch of bad thunderstorms or whatever, but as far as I know, she wasn't. She just doesn't like them. When she was adopted, she was like 8 months old, maybe a little less. But she had been outside. So maybe she did experience some thunderstorms or getting locked out of the house or whatever. There might be catnip too. And she or he may be just getting excited or whatever. I'm now getting a little bit hungry. I didn't really eat dinner tonight. I had a late lunch. Like, one of the unfortunate things about I don't know what her problem is. It could be either one. She just don't like them. Lacey's my aunt's dog. We kind of know what happened with her. When she was a puppy, we were visiting my brother's house. And there was a tornado that came fairly close. We didn't realize it at the time how darn close this thing came, but apparently Lacey knew. And ever since, she was not happy about being in thunderstorms or whatever. I might warm up a enchilada. I really don't want stew. But I made enchiladas yesterday. And they're so good. always do this with these stray lines. Oh, I still haven't. I need to work on that freaking game that my friend and I are working on. I may pull it out tomorrow morning and work on it instead of working on the comic. Ah, dang it. Chat, why does your tail have to be so hard to draw? I'm trying my best to not pet the lines, meaning to be kind of jaggy. But I still end up with a little bit of that. Not as bad as I used to be. Oh, I've been reading a series of books lately called Star of Del Torah, and it is a companion series to Del Torah Quest. For those who don't know, Del Torah Quest is one of my all-time favorite books. There's like 8 of them, maybe more, but anyway, they're little chapter books. They put them together in a series, and they're really good. Maybe there were 13 of them. I could look, but anyway, they were really good. Apparently there's another companion series that I missed out on, so we'll have to read that at some point and see if it's any good. So far I've really enjoyed the Star Del Torah. I got all 3 of them. First one, I am 86 pages in, and it is 167 pages long, I believe. And but it's very good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off here in a minute and eat something. I didn't eat until for lunch until about 4 or 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock. And excuse me, as a result, whenever I came back home at 8, I was not hungry at all. I was just like, nah. And so I had me some Reese Cups, which super healthy choice there, Jillian. And I actually have one left. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat that because it's junk food, and I've already had a ton of them. So I'm probably just gonna go fix me an enchilada. I really don't want the stew. Done. It's almost 12:30. I think I'm gonna get off here and go fix something to eat. Maybe work on this some more here in a minute, or I may work on that game. May actually look up what Luca's freaking costume looks like so I can draw it properly. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this little bit of rambling. Thank you, Raccoon, for Raccoony. I don't know your username. I'm sorry. For joining me. I really do appreciate it. Remember to stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Wash y'all's hands, all that. Like, I feel like we're at step 1. I want to go back into freaking biosuit. I went literally 2 days without a mask. Literally 2 days. And then they started saying, well, numbers are back up. And I was like, oh, heck to no. Putting that sucker back on. Thank you. Literally 2 days. And it's hot here in the south of America. In the southern parts is the devil's like armpit or whatever. Like, it's so hot. Like, probably not that hot. Like, Arizona is probably worse. But the humidity, y'all. The humidity. It'll kill you. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.